Yes, I. The Rude Boys are back.
We, ladies and gentlemen, we are irie today, as the white boys say.
Irie.
We are irie today. Thanks, folks. Welcome back to the program. This is the Producer's Lounge. This is episode 39.
Yes,
39.
We have our special guest, Tempo.
Yes, I are.
Oi. Oh, whoops.
Boy is back in town. And he's ready to play our game.
Yes.
Of advanced Uno.
I don't know if my intros are getting any better or not. Can't really tell.
Sounds a lot better.
I'm too close to the fire.
The consistency is all that matters.
Fair.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
folks, this is a music production podcast, normally electronic in nature. We like to talk about all sorts of things. Anything from don't use compression to
Use all the compression ever.
use all the compression ever
Yeah.
while sound designing, you know? It's just all over the place. And that's what makes it great.
Yep. We're
So-
hoping you find a balance.
Yeah, welcome back.
And
How was
that
every-
is
how was
what it's all
everyone's
about.
week?
It was great.
Yeah.
Mine was great.
Good.
You know, just been on the normal grind in
Amen.
snowy Colorado.
That life
Oh, yeah.
grind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that life pursuit of greatness. Taking over the world with the magical beats.
Yeah. One kick at a time.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. One
Damn.
juicy kick at a
Just
time.
hating one snare drum at a time.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Replacing one snare drum at a time.
Wincing at one hi-hat at a time. Going through your toms 50 at a time. You know?
In one fill. Just all of your
No,
toms
just,
consecutively.
know-
just like searching through your browser. You're just holding the arrow key down. It's-
Yeah.
Or one fill.
Are you guys the kind of
Tom
guys who
Mud
like
Pie is
speed
fun.
through it when you
No.
find samples? Okay.
No,
yeah.
I'm a scroller and a click, scroll.
Scroll a bunch,
click.
click,
yeah.
Back
Yeah.
up and forth, back and down.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
not a psycho with it.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen, but
Yeah. I
You mean
limit myself.
autistic?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
right.
On the spectrum.
I will say on the
I found it.
on the topic of toms though, I was working on this kind of war drum tom like fill.
Yes.
Hell
I
yes.
shouldn't say fill. It was more of a section. But how many in these kind of cinematic tom constructions? How many layers are you guys using usually, if you do? I mean, are we talking something that
Interesting.
needs 10 layers? Are we talking something
For
that is
like really tribally cinematic
And
things
I-
happening.
Yes, that's what I mean. But I understand you can use as many as you
I
could
will
possibly think of. But
try and get away with only one layer and just
Yeah.
process
Okay.
well.
interesting.
Like not process a lot, but just process well. Like one EQ that I'm boosting the mids because I know I'm going to need more of that later on or whatever. Like I'm trying to go about it smart. But if that doesn't work, then yeah, I think I've gone up to like 3 layers sometimes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because like some are high-endy, like depending on the samples or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want a true like tribally floor happening, have like some high sticky stuff,
Right.
some middle Tommy action happening, and
I
then like
was-
some low stuff.
Yeah, I was assuming you were going to say quite a bit more than 3, but interesting.
Yeah,
Well-
he's a minimalist.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with
I am.
that.
Yeah.
One thing that's nice is like if you want it to be very cinematic, a lot of layers can be nice because. But I'm trying to think like maybe not toms necessarily like all being toms like
Right.
some like maybe cymbal thing going with
Or
like
sticks.
a
Yeah.
little click sounds of some sort. Like you got to give the impression that there's like a bunch of people playing drums. I guess
Exactly.
Right.
somehow.
Exactly.
So you're kind of like
Some panning
Yeah,
stuff. You're gonna
panning.
have to do some trickery.
I don't do a lot of that, so I haven't really
I've only done it like
exercised.
once or twice in terms
Right.
of these like specific tribal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we're talking Tom fills, then yeah,
I mean,
I'll
you know-
use one layer and I just process it well.
Okay. Gotcha.
for sure that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, have you guys ever used the cashmere packs?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I did the my first like tribal
Mhm.
drum
Yeah,
floor, which
exactly.
it worked out great, and I did my best of like grabbing the best bits out of everything I liked, chopping it out, and then like
Nice, yeah.
making my own thing out of it.
Throw
Yeah.
some sitar over the top of it.
You know,
All right, little
Serbahar,
flute here and there.
actually.
he does have some very nice sounds in those packs.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with some of the splice ones and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
most people are. That's the problem.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, every time I try and like make my own little like Frankenstein like war drum cinematic toms,
Yeah.
I always like use his as a reference.
I did come across
Probably a
those
good
when I was
start.
trying to figure out kind of a pattern for mine, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, it's interesting. He's a fantastic producer. I've learned a lot
yeah.
from his YouTube
yeah.
videos.
He's a killer.
Yeah,
He
really
his
is.
lectures are some of the best lectures.
He's really really relatable. It's very
Yeah.
easy to listen to him.
Yeah.
And it's great because like he takes himself
on the
seriously, but
podcast,
he's also
Kashmir.
kind of a goofball and he'll joke
Definitely.
around. Like,
I think that's the best kind of quality to have.
yeah, totally. You can't
It's
take
not
yourself
serious,
too seriously.
man. It's not serious.
Yeah.
What up, Full Metal? Welcome to the show,
Oh,
baby.
Full
Big
Metal!
Chief.
It's been a while, buddy. What's
back.
up, G?
What's up, buddy?
He says,
Long time no see.
have y'all used XLN Audio XO?
Oh, that's come up on the podcast for the past
Yeah, we
like
talked
4 weeks
about
in
it.
a row.
Yep.
Yep.
We've
We like it.
if you go
I
to the
want it.
YouTube, the last episode, we talked about it with Restraint quite extensively. He loves that thing,
Yeah.
and he talked about why he loves it.
None of us
also.
have it.
What
No.
exactly is it?
I have it saved on a browser tab.
It's
though,
a
I'm pretty sure.
magical like
Sample
sample
browsing tool.
browsing tool. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be easier if he shows you
Yeah.
visually. But basically, it just organizes your samples based off like tone and pitch, and kind of color codes them, and gives you like a spread on a map kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's fucking sick. It makes you think about like how you can choose samples in different ways.
It's making me think of what's the
It's like
mixed in
that.
key, for mixing.
Oh, sure, yeah,
So,
yeah.
it basically
wow.
like
Yeah, I know.
your
right?
kicks are red, your snares are blue, your claps are yellow or orange, your closed hi-hats are yellow, open hi-hats are green, then
Literally,
whatever. So you can just sit here and they're all kind of grouped to be like similar timbres and things.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can even maybe
My
customize how
God.
they're grouped.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah, it's
yeah. No,
super
it
sick.
looks like it
So you don't
reminds
have
me
to
of
like go to a specific folder. You're just looking for a good sound.
But
in like Microsoft Paint where you're scrolling through the color wheel where it's a rainbow.
Oh.
Kind of
Right.
reminds me of that. You're
It
looking
is-
for a perfect color.
it is limited
Yeah, that's
to one shots. So all your like breaks, and if it's like a hi-hat, maybe
Okay.
that's like really long or something, maybe it
Whoa.
won't even register it.
Like a loop or something.
Sounds like
Yeah.
they got to figure something out, huh?
Right. Well, there's another one that's more it's more tailored
Okay.
to samples.
Yeah, John was saying there's some other company
Yeah,
that
and
has
I-
a similar thing.
I had it pulled up too at some point, but I think I closed the tab. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty slick.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right. I'm definitely gonna be getting it one day.
Yeah.
Looks fun.
Sheesh, look at these 400s in chat right now, bro.
Oh.
Gosh darn.
Holler.
Well,
Dubs.
like always,
Oh, is that Dubs? Of course.
we have a tip of the week for you guys.
Oh.
Whoa.
That
Do
we
it.
might as well
Pass it over.
start off with. So I'm going to get us over to Ableton and then give the reins over here to Austin Reno. Here's the taco.
The Blind Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
The Blind Bandit.
So basically, what we're going to be focusing on today. Where's the mouse? Hello, mouse.
There it is.
Just a quick little. I guess it'd be drum loop. It's a little mastering tip I learned from Subtronics himself. What does that set at? Don't want to get blasted.
Yeah, it's still at 0, but
Sick. That's what I mean.
there you go.
What?
You turned it down 1 dB.
Whatever.
1.1, dude.
Yeah, true.
Lucky number 11.
This is a classic loop right here.
Oh yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, I'm
you go.
making my way through it.
By the way,
Okay.
folks, he's blind. So
Yeah.
Well, it's his first time.
it's his first
It's my
time.
first time in Ableton.
It's his first time in
Give him
Ableton
a
from
break.
3 miles away.
Yes, look at that. Oh God. Which is the
No, that's a
Your shelving.
shelf.
Oh wait, actually, yeah, that's what I wanted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is great. Okay, so
Hilarious.
basically, what I saw is the concept is to kind of get rid of most of your low end, and then you have what is it?
Everything, of course.
Yeah, wave.
No, you have to control F again. There you go. Of course, I have the M Wave Shaper,
Nice.
greatest plugin of all time.
Still don't. Oh shit.
This was one of the M Audio free packs, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The Wave Shaper.
Yeah, and the free pack, it's sick. Yeah, so basically the concept is when you're mastering and you're trying to push something, your sub is going to be one of the first things that hit it in your kicks.
Sure.
This isn't the best example because it's a huge boomy just kick.
It's kind of a good example for
But
that
it kind of
reason.
works, actually, yeah, I guess. So basically, if you just give yourself a nice little shelf, cut some shit down, and boost all... What's up?
FYI, the Wave Shaper set to 50% dry wet. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
So if you put one before it and then one after...
Then bring it back.
And you're going to want to do it like -6 on the first one and +6 here, but for the example and for my
Okay.
blindness, you kind of
Or-
just do that kind of thing.
Yeah, or to taste.
Yeah, to taste, and then you'll boost it up into the Wave Shaper. But basically what you're doing is you're clipping off all your high end and your mids, and like Dave and Caleb have talked about on previous podcasts, you can slam your mids and highs a lot more
Yeah,
and like
this is
flatten
like a-
things out really nicely.
This is like an inverse of the multiband high-end clipping.
Yeah, similar.
Oh, yeah.
Master.
Similar idea.
It's just
Yeah.
the inverse. You're pushing that fundamental down before the whole signal hits the clipper.
Yeah.
So the fundamental is no longer the hottest thing, and it's going to clip all the other hairs before it hits that fundamental, and then you bring the fundamental back in after the clipping.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You usually don't
It's
even
like a-
have to push it back in as hard.
Yeah, no.
As you took it out.
Exactly. That's what I was saying to taste. You might go -6 on the first one and +4.
So it's a
Yep.
little mask in a sense that, reveals itself after the mask.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
And then it doesn't hurt to like maybe put another limiter at the end and have it just kind of scotch
Sure,
the top, just so
sure.
you know everything's like nice and flatlined.
Oh,
This is-
definitely.
This is like perfect starting point to get like the message across.
Yeah, exactly. So then if we play it, which is output.
That's output.
That's output.
That's the output. I think you want the input.
Yes, I do. Oh, this beat though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just get it up there, and I mean you can smash pretty hard before you like really hear distortion. But of course we're not really. Of course we're in the loudness more, but don't just like
Right.
completely sausage.
Do you want to make another track and just put that in there for a reference, like a blank track, to see what it sounds like blank and
Oh, the sample.
Like a
Yeah.
before and after
Correct,
kind of
yeah,
a
right,
deal.
just pull it up. There you go.
Oh yeah.
The only problem is
You got to
have to
change the volumes now
Yeah.
for each channel. You could just turn them on and off, yeah.
Should we just go at 0? No.
No, I would pull the other one down or something. Yeah.
Or just group the effects and turn them on and off. Either way.
Oh yeah, I guess that.
Yeah,
could work
that's
too.
true.
So here's with. Oh my God.
Sounds sick.
Definitely boost.
You got it pretty slammed, yeah.
Also, when you boost that input, it's not going to automatically adjust for the output. So you have to kind of boost the input and pull back the output.
kind of like a saturator.
Pull it down a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Okay,
The
let me
top
show
is
you.
just
It's-
0 though, right?
It's fucking free,
Yeah.
folks.
But that's kind of what you want. I
Right.
feel like, right? If
Yeah.
you're mastering.
Well, yeah, I mean, just in general,
Okay.
sounds so much better.
So that's with it.
Yeah, you just got a way bigger sound on that,
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not like insane, but it adds just that like a little bit.
Mhm.
Right?
One of the things
Yeah.
that will fuck with like a limiter, especially is like your low end, and what can tend to be an issue is trying to figure out how to get the mids and the highs to sit nicely. And this is a really good way to just like no dynamics
Mhm.
past this point. Like you're just you hit here and you stop, and that's it.
Preach.
Yeah, we like doing it. I mean, Caleb and I think are doing a little bit more of the multi-band style these days, where we'll do clipper on the mids, clipper on the highs, and then maybe on the lows,
Maybe
depending on how you're
it's-
feeling. But
it gets dicey.
you can just jack a sound right up doing that. It's wild. It works really good.
I mean,
I do it
here.
on a lot of my sounds these days.
If we take this real quick for an example, so we turn off this first EQ and turn off the back one, and we just clip this whole thing.
Oh yeah, show it. Yeah.
So here it's just, I mean, no lie, sounds sick, but let's take out the fundamental until it stops being so crazy. Okay. Now,
Introduce.
yeah, but I want the fucking. Here we go. Now we'll.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ah, yeah, and you get the
So-
cleanliness and the loudness. It's fucking wild.
Exactly.
So
That's
this is going negative 12.3, and I only have to go up 6.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not very loud now.
Now, yeah.
It's
Now,
all quiet.
now if we do this. What did I do? Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow.
It's
So much better.
multi-dimensional producing.
Yeah.
It's gonna save all our lives.
Yeah, it goes from 2012 house to 2021 house immediately.
It's all up front.
See
in
ya.
your
Yeah,
face.
it's all nice and bright. The kick's got the
We're
kick
gonna be
could use
dancing
more
all
tailoring.
night.
Yeah.
It could
Right.
use more tailoring,
Yeah.
sure, but the general idea is huge on
If
that.
it was volume matched too, that second one's going to sound a lot
Right,
louder. Right now it's kind of
Right,
quiet
right,
comparatively.
exactly.
So is there any other option to use to, accomplish the same goal other than Wave Shaper? I mean, the EQs are, going to be crucial,
Yeah,
right?
just
Definitely. Any
uh,
sort of
Clipping.
clipper.
any kind of clipper,
So-
but you could also you could do it with
so you could do a
glue.
limiter. Yeah.
You could use
Yeah.
a glue compressor.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
use a
Could
Or
do
a
it with a
limiter.
limiter. Yeah. Glue compressor has the little clip option. Saturator.
Okay.
Soft clip.
just
Good Lord, it's all wet. Funny.
Yeah, and look at how hard you're smashing the limiter.
Right.
I want it really clipping that baby. Yeah, so
That was
Now-
that high end
if we
shit is wild.
take those off,
Right.
now it's just pumping like the limiter doesn't know what to do.
Right. It's like, oh my god, so much information. Do you have G clip on here, Caleb? Maybe.
Maybe.
This one's nice. It's free,
Yeah.
and you kind of get like a visual of
It's-
how hard you're clipping everything.
It's what I used before
Wave shaper.
Wave
Okay.
Shaper, yeah, because
Yeah.
And Wave Shaper is free, by the way.
right.
Yeah.
I learned this profile here, like to look for that with G Clip, and with what's the other one?
V clip.
V Clip.
P clip.
And this one gives you a little representation,
Free
which is
clip?
cool.
That's why I like this one. Yeah.
But you can only zoom in this way. You can't zoom in on the x-axis. It's
Right.
so annoying. Like,
Yeah.
let me zoom in this way.
Yeah.
get like the
Like,
general scope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it drives me nuts. So let's.
That is nice because you can see the transients,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see when you're pushing it into.
Right. Hey, any information is better than no information.
So let's just clip it to death. A little bit of softness, you know. Take out the fundamental.
And then like almost all the distortion's gone.
Now there's a bunch of distortion on the clap, but it sounds sick, so we're gonna keep it.
That's really interesting.
Right? Yeah.
Sounds like techno now. Oh, we need a gain out. Sounds so much cooler.
So
even though
what would you
it's
guys
not
be using this
ideal.
on in your daily lives? Well, I mean, what would you be using this on bass patches? Would you be using this on your whole track? What, you know?
Yeah, so I use it like strictly for mastering. I guess you could do it on like a bass patch. I've never
literally
done
do
it,
it on
but
everything.
Everything.
Literally everything. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
And-
if you're not losing any information and it's only becoming cleaner and
Right.
better, that's the way to do it there.
The main exception is high-end perks or hi-hats for me.
Okay.
Because those are only high-end content. Those are grouped in their own area, and I just kind of high pass them to a certain point that I feel like they don't need any more low-end past that point, and then they get this treatment on the whole group. That's the only difference. But everything
Okay.
else,
Yeah.
every single thing gets it.
Yeah, if it doesn't have like low like boomy fundamental, you
Info.
don't really need to do this
the
method.
EQing thing, but
You
I
still clip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still clip it. And then if I end up clipping it and I push it like really hard to see if there's any like impurities, basically, like anything popping out, then I'll go back with an EQ, tuck those away or whatever, and then dial it back down just so I don't have any issues down
So
the line.
what would be your downfall for using this in just the opposite way for the highs? Instead of cutting the lows in the first one, cutting the highs and then bringing the highs back up. I mean, what are you accomplishing with that? Or why wouldn't you do that?
Interesting idea.
You could do that. That's kind of just how they're talking about the multi-band wave shaping. You're kind of just clipping the mids at that point. So I guess you could, if you were trying to get like, oh, I want all my mids to be exactly level, you could do it for just that, and then do it for just the highs, and then do them both together to get an even like tighter, louder thing. If you
Okay,
wanted.
so you're mainly doing this for the bass to get it to a streamlined level.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
for me, there's two ways. One is much less important, I guess, and more of just a taste thing. Like this, where you're slamming it and you're trying to get a distortion-y thing happening, that's like if I want something interesting out of something, I'll do something like that. But usually it's like it's not nearly, it doesn't look like that. It'll look something on average more akin to like all the way back here, and then I'll kind of give me the arrow.
Also, Div, welcome back, homie.
Wait.
Where's
Yeah.
the arrow? You can pull this out and make it soft.
Is it you probably need to press command
There it
or
is,
something?
there it
Oh,
is.
there you go.
So make it a little soft right before it clips, and I'll do something like that. And if the audio is quiet and it's only coming to here, then I'll just pull this whole thing down to there. But it's still, I'm not trying to always clip. I'm not trying to decapitate the whole sound.
Yeah.
It's all about those little clips that add together at the very end, where when I get to my master chain, nothing's even touching the limiter, and it's still at -6. You're like, oh, cool, I don't have to do anything. Everything just added up to the right amount.
Yeah, I
Right.
would say like definitely we've done a lot of overdoing this idea
Exactly.
in this little example, but you can kind of go like you could put a clipper, like say you put a glue compressor on the channel and then you put an EQ before it and then boost into it until you hear the subs start to fuck with the distortion, start to distort out through the clipper, and then pull the lows down until you don't hear that anymore, and that you could kind of like set your bar there. Or you could go pull the lows out and push in until you hear distortion and then pull back so you don't hear the distortion anymore, and then bring your lows back in. I like to then put another like limiter or something after that I can see it
Yeah, you can monitor.
bring it back to 0 again. And then
Gotcha.
I know it's all where I want it
And
to be at that point.
if you're doing it right, for the most part, it's pretty transparent. It's just you're just all of a sudden getting more high end, and it's staying crispy and not
Yep.
getting flimsy when the sub hits and stuff like that. Like it just has all the energy that you need it to have.
Yeah, I really dig this one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
it's
huge.
cool.
We've been talking about it for a minute. Like clip your eyes. Like it's just just however you do it doesn't really matter. Just figure out a way to clip your highs because you can get them louder and they're going to sustain better under pressure.
You don't have to
You
worry
know?
about them fucking with your limiter at the end of the day.
Right. And I apologize, folks. I didn't have it up when we were just talking about. It was like really a drastic cut here on the clipper when we were doing this example, and I said I would usually, have it pulled back with a little more of a soft. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's so tiny. There it is. A little soft curve on there, so when the audio gets up, it's clipping, but it's a little bit of a soft clip. Depending, again, all the taste or whatever. But I try and make it really transparent, just so I can get more juice out of the highs.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maximize those sounds a little bit. Maximize.
What up, Div?
I don't know if you're thinking that. Is he talking about my headphones? I don't think
he might
any
be
of
talking
our
about yours.
headphones.
Do you have the AKG K52 headphones?
No. I do not. I have the MDR 7506.
I don't think any of us have those. Oh, is it these?
You might-
No.
Maybe.
I think he's
Like
talking
these
about
are
yours.
just sitting here.
Those are just V Modus. Yeah. We like headphones. Which ones are you talking about?
The AKG 52 K52.
Also, welcome to the show, bro.
I thought it was a machine gun, but or
Definitely
assault
sounds
rifle
like
or
one.
whatever.
I
The
love me
assault
some
rifle
rifles.
headphones.
Those ones are great.
Hell yeah, they are.
What's been an interesting thing for you recently, Nick, in the production world? Anything you've been having fun with playing with?
Not necessarily. I mean, I could, still talk about delays all day, and other delay techniques. I've been getting into, some. Speaking of delay, layering my delays with multiple channels, and kind of creating delays with audio. Just cutting up audio.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then playing with delays on top of the, synthetic delays that I've been making, right? You know what I mean?
It's fun.
It's kind of just been, streamlined for me recently. No like crazy new changes in production style or, anything like that. But, I'm definitely trying some new things as far as, that kind of stuff goes.
Hell yeah.
That's a pretty fun idea.
Yeah, I really have been liking the resampling and chopping up audio,
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
getting back into it a little bit more. Yeah, and I've definitely been trying to balance my MIDI use and audio use, But
It's a fun juggling act.
That's so
No,
funny.
yeah.
I saw someone do. I want to say maybe it was Tom Cosm. I can't remember. There's a YouTube video once upon a time where they took a delay, like just a standard like Ableton delay, put 100% wet, group it, have a dry, have a secondary that's like whatever. It's on the 2, and then you have one that's on the 3, and you layer like a few of them on top of each other. And you don't put any feedback on them. So they're just creating a static initial secondary delay sound. So it's and then you can affect each of those layers. So you can put different delays on each of those layers.
Interesting, yeah.
It's kind of basically what you're just saying.
no, it's very interesting.
But in a rack.
Right.
But yeah, fun. It's a fun little move. Like I like throwing like a little boop sound or something like that.
That's exactly
and
what
then
I've been.
make it like start going crazy. You can pan them out weird and like
Right.
Exactly what I started doing with this
Yeah.
track I just released on SoundCloud the other day.
Oh.
A lot of I found to do those bloops, you can use 808s and transposing them.
oh yeah,
Gives you some really nice high end kind of. I would describe it as like a UK kind of reggae, bloop or bleeps, right? I'm sure that's not the best way to explain it.
I think
but,
that's the way a lot of those are being
Yeah.
made.
You
is
know.
with the 808 sounds.
just little one hit, specifically for delays. They just really do a great job of, making an atmosphere and kind of a backbone of the track, you know, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You spelled response wrong.
Yeah, I know. I thought
Google fixes it. Google knows they're watching us.
18 hertz. Wow.
Wow.
So, not to sidetrack you guys. It seems as if Div was just generally asking us, how are the AKGs? I have not used them.
How much are they?
They are.
Oh, it doesn't say there, huh?
We're about to find out. Oh,
$50.
$50. Okay.
They're probably
So-
dog shit.
Well, I
Well-
mean, you're not going to get the best, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
headphones for
My V Modas were like $80, and they're
right.
Better.
Yeah, but also
50
50
you-
is real low.
What I-
Well-
it is severely low, but I will say if that's what you can afford and that's the line,
Yeah, yeah.
then you know,
so
Yeah.
it's better than nothing for
For
sure.
sure.
this
Totally.
here is the frequency response of these
Oh, strange.
headphones, and this is the main thing. Like the nice thing about these is the impedance is 32 ohms, so you can basically you can use it on your phone. You can you're not gonna have any weird
Right.
issues that you don't understand, which will be nice. But this area from 60 up to 500 scares me, because
Yeah, what is
this
that decibel range that it's shooting around at?
Well,
It says 110.
it's whatever.
The dip is at 80 or 70.
Yeah, it's right at 80.
How
And-
many
but there's
is
also
it going down though?
Oh, yeah.
well,
You're
if we were
talking about a
generalized here,
20 or sorry, 15.
105 to 100.
Oh, it's
no,
going 15 decibels
yeah,
down
it's like
at that
100,
spot.
and- 107
10.
to 95.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
15.
12.
So,
But
but
that's still
then
hefty.
but then it boosts. You
Right.
get a giant boost at 120.
15
which is
decibels.
scary. So,
Just in your ear.
right. So you can use these headphones. They're going to work, just fine for the most part. But as you start producing, you're going to find a lot of your productions are going to be kind of
Yeah.
either thin
Yeah.
or
Your songs are going to
yeah.
sound like that curve.
or you're going to
basically.
bounce back.
Or the inverse.
The inverse,
The
yeah.
inverse
Yeah,
of the curve.
your ear's going to be balancing
right.
it.
You're
you
going to
know.
have this.
You're going to be
have this
boosting the fuck out of your 2K.
I know. I was,
Right.
I was just
You're
gonna
right.
s- look at that 2K.
Right. So
You already could use that 2K a little bit, you know,
this
boosted
dip
in the first place.
right.
But
This dip right here is to make them sound more
Pleasant on your ear.
bass heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
Mhm.
more modern sounding because your ear's really sensitive to this stuff.
right. I mean, that's
True.
that's kind of the main argument with a lot of these, headphones is bass boosting, know.
Right.
Right.
You kind of want to stay away from that stuff. But with production, that's kind of strictly for
AKG
production.
roast. No,
But-
it's like all headphones, man. Like
Yeah.
you can look around and find it on any. This pair of headphones has
These
a
ones
bass
too.
boost for
This one has
sure.
a little
Mhm.
bit. Yeah.
But
This one's
like
a little dark.
I would shoot for spending about $200 on a pair of headphones.
I would agree with that.
Or
least.
how much is SonarWorks? Because maybe get the $50 or $100 headphones and then put 100 into SonarWorks. Yeah,
no,
because they
buy
have the
nice headphones.
but the SonarWorks has the headphone thing. Also.
I know.
But they're generic, and it's a better investment, I think, because you can still get SonarWorks at some point, and then
Totally.
your 200 headphones are all of a sudden even better.
Right.
That's a good
Right.
You know?
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
yeah.
Having a good monitor setup is like a key
It's
thing.
more than crucial,
It's
man.
gonna help you a lot.
It will make your life a lot better too. You'll
Yeah.
wake up a lot happier. I mean, straight up.
Oh, you're gonna throw those bitches on and
So-
you're gonna be like,
Dude.
oh, I love them so much.
Truly.
I've had these headphones. I spent $200 on these headphones. I've had them for easily over 10 years.
Right.
Oh shit!
That's
Right.
impressive.
And they have zip.
Wow.
They're fine.
They have zip ties on them.
They do have zip ties on them. Yes.
But,
yes.
10
that's
years.
10 years.
Using them almost
it's designer
every day.
duct tape.
These are the
They work
headphones that I have. And
Designer
I
duct
I have these in the mail right now.
Yep.
Ooh.
I wanted to get the 1770s, which is it's like a $400-$500 pair
yeah,
of the same
yeah, it's
same
the next,
gig, but
next grade up.
Will you look
I
up a
have these
frequency
in the
response for
mail
that?
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I mean, and that's a pretty reasonable price,
Also, I think they come in a lower ohm, which you would
They
want.
come in two lowers. They come in a 32 and an 80.
Yeah, I would get 32 if you don't have
An interface.
an interface or you're not comfortable with any of that stuff yet, because you can still use those 32 ohm ones on a better interface. It upscales. So, but
I have those same ones, Full Metal. I don't use them though.
Headphone roasts.
Headphone roast. Let's go.
No, that's what I have.
Oh, then I must not have the X.
Yeah,
just M50.
those are good. I like them.
Oh yeah, that's what he has.
I can roast them by saying this fucking thing that keeps the headphone from staying like this breaks to where they go like this.
Oh, that's real fun.
It is awful. So that's
Yeah.
why I have the zip ties over
Yeah.
on this side.
Right.
But
Oh
they
yeah,
need
that curve is
replaced.
much better. There's a weird huge dip up there,
But like, look how much steadier it is.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
much
Like
steadier.
they try and save some of the darkness with some of this, but it just ends up kind of getting washed out with how big the headphones are. I think like it just kind of soaks it all that high end up.
Yeah.
It seems like they don't seem like I don't hear a lot of tinniness. Although these two peaks lend themselves really good to almond breaks. Actually. And the 4K dip is weird, but I would take
That's a crater.
it's a crevasse. I would
Lord, right?
take that.
It's the Mariana Trench.
I would take that at 4K than that at 2K every day.
I would wonder
4K
where
is
the
way easier to
measurement is
manage.
taken. And like
Right? Is it
what is
taken
going
at 85?
on? Is it always looking like this, or is this one specific pair? And then like
If we go to
yeah.
this
Cool.
is the correction.
You can show the
Oh, yeah.
original too, the
Yeah.
before.
So let's do the before.
So
Yeah,
are
it
these
shows it going
corrections just
down.
making it completely balanced?
That's because
Yeah, not
This-
completely, but like
this is an
so
average.
close.
So this right here is probably another average or whatever, but they're all like it's going to be different depending on which headphones. That's why you technically what I would want to do is send these in to SonarWorks. They measure this set of headphones and then send it back with my own profile. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
This average is like it's okay. I use it when I'm in the headphones, but I use these headphones honestly mainly for when I'm gaming. Like, or if it's like early in the morning and I want to produce without like making a bunch of noise,
Yeah.
or if it's just like a weird reference.
Oh
But-
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a reason why I didn't spend $500 on
Right.
a pair of headphones, because I was like, I have $400 in speakers. Like
Totally.
that's what I'm used to.
Definitely.
I don't need like that's what I'm calibrated to, you know? So and at that point also, there's guys who produce really good dubstep on iPhone headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
insane.
Or bass house on fucking gamer headphones.
Right.
Hey, if you
Right.
want to do
Yeah.
it, you'll get it done.
Yeah, for real.
That's just
Spend
that's
enough
just a
time with
fact.
those headphones, you'll figure them out.
Yeah.
You're gonna have an easier time figuring it out if you have a good listening environment.
Easy.
though.
Right.
And it's going to be way more enjoyable. That for me was
Way
a
better.
big thing. Having monitors and in my studio was a dream come true.
Oh my God.
And I
right.
mean, I would say the same thing about a nice pair of headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Yeah,
little
Div,
bit
that's
of,
awesome though. If these are like an upgrade from whatever you were using last, like,
Yep.
fuck yeah, more power to you, homie.
Definitely.
And for $28, that's a steal.
These
is a
look
steal.
pretty fucking nice actually. These
Yeah, those are
Audio
clean.
Tech, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are those Dave's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might
And the
get
full metals.
another
And full
pair.
metals.
Actually,
Nice. Nice,
I think
yeah.
I might just get another pair of these.
Get some freshies.
next. Yeah,
That
and I
is-
really like that it has the old.
Yeah, it has the removable.
removable
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
jelly.
cord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
But does it have the
Yeah,
Come on now.
the slinky
I don't
cord.
see
it has. I have it upstairs.
Oh, okay.
It's plugged into my interface.
Okay.
It'll have it has a long one, and then it has the slinky,
The slinky?
and then it has a shorter one
Oh.
that you
See,
could use for like
Problem-
walking around town.
Problem
your
with Slinkies is after a few
The
years.
cord is so long. he
yeah.
gets.
The problem with the Slinky is when you don't take care of it,
Hey.
it turns into a goddamn rat's nest.
Yeah,
but
no. I mean, after
fine.
you've bent the Slinky enough, they do tend
And
to
do you,
conjoin.
is that what you use to DJ?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what that is.
those are some
No,
legendary headphones though.
They're
Right.
totally fine.
I'm not going
headphones.
to use this to DJ, so this stays in good condition because I'm not. It's not
Right.
hanging.
Exactly.
it's not getting packed into a backpack
Correct.
weird or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't Travis saying something like he hates using these for DJing? Because sometimes you'll be moving around and you just like, it's like so much weight pulling you all over.
I mean,
Whereas, like,
I
if you
guess
just
it
have
is
a-
something to get used to, but yeah, there is definitely some weight to it for sure.
I like
Yeah.
it because, for example, on these, I can easily do that, and so it can snake to my head without hanging over my hands or anything like that while I'm at the desk, which is great because my the interface is like across the desk over my mouse, basically. So I have to kind of get it across to my head without it being an issue. And sure, if I had a long cord, then maybe I could just snake it down or
Right.
something. But
Yeah.
I prefer it to be kept off the ground away
Yeah,
from the,
I had
the wheels.
I had a problem with that with my sub pack because you plug in the the headphones down into the sub pack like that's sitting by your legs on your chair, and would always be on the ground. That's probably a big reason of rolling over with my chair and stuff.
Yep.
That was one of the most annoying things about the sub pack and the power cord that you need plugged in most of the time.
Yeah.
You
Is
know,
it warm? At least does it like double act as like a heater?
The
you
sub
know,
pack?
Yeah, like, get it, put it
if
on
you're
my
really
sub pack
if you're really pumping it, it will get a little hot.
toasty.
But,
Oh, that's incredible.
All right.
yeah.
Turn your sub packs up in the winter,
Oh,
boys.
Divinash says, thanks for the thorough review.
Of course.
Right now I'm getting the AKG ones for around $28.
Yep.
That's fair. I mean, I started with shitty headphones.
Yeah.
I got lucky and won my speakers in a giveaway.
I know. It's
Holler.
so crazy.
At this point, whatever anybody needs to do to get started with producing, but be aware that what you're hearing isn't necessarily the truth.
Yeah.
It's what the speakers are giving you. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to be aware of that. What you read in your DAW on a Spectrum or on an EQ isn't necessarily what you're getting. It's going to be colored, so to speak.
And if you've ever listened to your track on your monitors, your headphones, and then take it into your car, you know exactly.
Right.
You know.
That's the thing. You're all confused. Like, why the hell is it so
Right.
dark? It's because you've been compensating for the super high end that your headphones give you, or vice versa.
It's also a great reason to have multiple points of reference.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah.
I have my studio monitors. I have my DJing, floor standing speakers. I have my headphones. I have my iPhone headphones, and I have my car.
You have so many speakers, dude.
I mean, come
so
on,
rich.
I need more. I need more.
Dude, tell me about it. Yeah, we got a stereo out in the garage. We got one in the kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah.
We all got
We have-
cars. I
we
got
have
the Apple
speakers everywhere in here.
headphones. Yeah.
Just got AirPods for Christmas.
And it's-
Let's
Hey.
go.
It's
Jam your
jatted,
tracks out.
and none of them are necessarily good. Like
Nope.
the ones in the garage are trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we go out there and boost it intentionally because we listen to
Exactly.
tunes out there all the
Yeah.
time.
It's gonna give you some information.
There's a
on-
10-inch
Exactly.
sub out there. That's
Yeah.
going to give you some really good information.
Yeah, that
And
helps.
You
The
know?
room is big, which
Yeah.
is that's nice, and it's filled with a bunch of random objects. So
Also a
it
big
really
thing.
gives you this. Yeah, it gives you some live context that you can't get in your studio.
Yep.
Which is super nice.
especially if you got to pad it up like you guys do. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's hard to get
an
a
irregular response.
right. Exactly. Our rooms are very biased to cleanliness, so it's good to go try it out in a really dirty room.
No.
What just happened?
Read Full Metal's comment.
The cord is so long. I used them to DJ too. Left my ass off.
The bottom.
I used to produce on one monitor for
One
years.
monitor? You were just the
I love it. I
mono
love it.
booster?
I like it. I like it.
Hey, honestly, it
Damn.
probably would have been better than some of my
Respect.
setups. So
Actually, probably get really good mixes out of that. You're not going to get the widest mixes,
No, but you'll get
but like
You
you're
figure
getting
out-
a cleaner signal actually than having a stereo pair of speakers in front of you.
And you're
Yeah.
forced to like fit it all in there.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
your mix is gonna be
Oh yeah.
Tight.
Better be.
yeah.
It's probably going to be empty if we're really
I can
if we're
love it.
talking.
Yeah.
Like if it's clean, it's going to also be pretty dry and empty. But
Right, but that on a mono system probably sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
it
You know?
is
It's
slam.
boosting.
You know, but then I'm sure it was glorious going to 2 speakers.
Oh my
And
god!
I had
yeah.
to redo all my shit. Yeah, of course. Well, yeah.
It's like going from black and white to
We
color.
all have to redo all our shit.
Yeah, I still have to.
That's
even with
just
4
inexperience
speakers.
more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
A learning experience. Like it's really
That's
good.
great. Yeah. No, I love
sometimes
it.
to go back and
I just used these headphones forever. For
Yeah.
a long time, I just had these headphones.
Yeah.
yeah. That's me with these speakers now. I've just had these speakers for 7 years
Yeah.
almost.
Mhm.
6. For the first year no. It was like 4 months after I started producing.
No.
Or like 6
fucking
months,
way.
yeah.
The universe was like, dude, you need to make
monitors.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gross.
this.
That's
That's
like
so
you
wild.
must make techno.
That's also why since then it's been nothing but grind. It's like you don't get
Yeah.
anything else for free.
Yeah.
You get this one
Yeah.
set of speakers. Fuck
Hey.
you have to work for the rest.
You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would take that trade.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm not taking it for granted.
Yeah.
I decided to attach flight sticks to my desk as well, so I could, it's also a cockpit. Sometimes
No, we fly in the ship. We fly in the ship.
fly
And we
in
go
the
into
ship.
the ship.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
why it's the fucking cockpit.
You know?
It was like
Hyperspace, baby.
I used to think of it as like a lab, but no, now it's definitely the bridge. That's what it is.
Mm.
I love it.
I had to redo all this shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
brutal.
Well, do we have anything to cap off the episode with? Anything fun?
We're already there. Wow.
Well, I will
Yeah, we
say,
got 10 minutes left.
for anybody listening live right now, tonight at the Black Box is dubstep legend Koki,
Cookie.
one half of Digital Mystics.
Yes,
It goes till 1, so show up.
Nice.
Holla,
Nice.
holla.
that's got to be the most irie thing I've heard.
Yo,
Yes,
chat, if you have any last minute questions, send them in.
Hey.
Irie.
I already, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Anybody got a 6-10 minute question for us?
Have you all ever used the Vice
Oh.
DS
The
1
Weiss.
Mark III?
We're still on the
Sounds German. Weiss.
headphone situation.
I don't
now.
know. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's
I
kind of
don't know
nice, though.
either.
We've never had a headphones podcast. It's kind of sick.
Come on now. It's a very important part of the little production.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was ist das?
Oh, not headphones. So, compressor? Saturator?
Interface.
De-esser, compressor,
Huh?
limiter.
Oh, it's a plug-in. Is it a plug-in or an actual?
It looks like it was a box.
There is a piece of
Yeah,
hardware.
the bottom
down
left
there.
Right.
one.
Module.
Okay.
Oops.
I definitely do not have any experience using it.
Oh, there
Yeah,
is a.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah,
But
I've
I'm
never even
intrigued.
heard of it.
It's a gold standard in mastering. Have
No,
you
it's
not
gold.
heard of it, dude?
He's talking about the plug-in.
Right, I think this is the plug-in.
350.
350?
This
Good
pinnacle,
Lord.
this pinnacle piece of
Yeah.
TEC award-winning gear converted by professional mastering
Oi.
engineers the world over. This crystalline sound heard on countless
Crystalline.
records is only available from softwood form, Softtube, and only as part of our exclusive Vice plugin
Oh,
collections.
yes. Rare.
That's all I'm going to read.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Designed by experts.
Sounds like a fun thing to slam
It does.
some shit into.
Yeah, it's probably great.
It does look
I don't know if it's
pretty.
$350 great.
Well, you don't know that.
I don't know that, though.
Whoa, slow down.
Digital de-esser, compressor, limiter. So it's a compressor
Yeah, it's just a cool.
with a multi-band tool
What's
attached to it.
WS mean?
They should have just
That's
put
cool.
a T in the middle
If you
there,
have
know?
it, that's sick, man.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have it, fuck yeah.
Compressor. So that's interesting.
I mean, it's got to be pretty extensive.
Yeah.
I wonder
Right.
if there's a
I mean, Jesus.
free version out there.
I often don't really care about extra compressors.
No.
You think you
I'm
can get it
perfectly
done?
fine with like the Pro C2 is
yeah.
fucking phenomenal. It has
Mind you,
shit tons of options in it. It's also a paid for thing.
if
but
you got the fab filters, you're living, you know.
Yeah, you don't need-
I don't really
You're living
ever
large.
worry about anything ever. I
large.
just slap that on everything.
Mind
if I
you,
want a
it is
compressor.
something. If you're pretty serious about producing, the fab
It's-
filter pack is something
You should invest
very
in.
yes,
Yeah,
100%.
Definitely put the time in
Yes.
to torrent.
Oh, there's a
I
there's a
mean,
trial.
buy
right.
it.
Oh.
You know, pay your hard money and
Yeah.
downloads for it, but
Mhm.
it is a crucial one, and I would definitely recommend taking the time to, which I should probably take my own advice, but taking the time to learn each one with those fab filters. You know, go on YouTube and they're very extensive plugins.
Oh
you
my
know,
God,
each of them.
right. Yeah.
They're so sick.
Yeah.
It's worth it though. If you
Oh,
can make
man.
Pro C your bitch. Oh my God. Fucking sick.
Oh, Pro C is great.
Yeah.
Pro C, Pro L,
Pro C has like
timeless,
a-
any fab filter thing.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturn.
Not only that,
Saturn.
I mean, if you're
That's
an
one I got to dive into. Still
Sa-
haven't played
Saturn's
with that.
great.
I use it sometimes just to screw around and see what will happen, but
Honestly-
I don't know enough technicalities with it.
if you have Ableton, like the glue, the chat's in the way. The glue over here, folks. If you can see it on the screen. No, you can't. It's being a pain.
They can see it.
Honestly, I vote
Glue
we
is
just get
great.
rid of chat on the Twitch feed. I've never understood why people do that. I think it's annoying and dumb.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why anyone does it. I don't get it.
I was putting it for us, so we could read it. But
Also, it could be kind of handy for YouTube rewatches.
I guess for YouTube,
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
But
It's not something we need to talk about right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
you can just float around. Whoa, it's a
Whoa, look at
The
it
screensaver.
go.
glue
dude.
compressor is great. It has very few options to choose from, which is really nice in
Yeah.
a compressor, because you can just go, I want it to be fast. I want, fast attack, fast-ish release, depending on what you're looking at. How hard do I want the ratio?
Yep.
And you only have a couple options for that.
less options is screw things up.
Yep. And it has a clipper on it.
Yeah.
So you could do this clipping thing we were talking about earlier right in there with the compressor, and you could even double it up a little
It's-
bit if you wanted to.
Before I had C2, I used glue for everything.
Yeah.
It was just my mainstay.
Yeah.
And you can use it from a beginner level all the way up to like an expert level. Like it functions as a
Man.
glue compressor for
Right.
like mixing and mastering. Like it's really good. You just got to know when not to use it, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's the main thing is
You think you want to put
stop
it on
using the
everything.
compressor as much as you do.
Right. If and if that's confusing, next time you want to use a compressor, try a saturator instead. And I don't mean
Yep.
a saturator like put an overdrive on it. Like no, just throw a saturator on it and like goose it a little bit and then turn it down.
Yep.
Just simple as that. It's going to do a similar thing to what the compressor does. It's going to give
It's gonna
you
give you a little extra
it's gonna
love,
give you a
though.
little bit of
Yep.
extra juice.
And no risk of pumping,
Correct.
because that shit is hard to hear. And if you don't have really well-trained
They're
ears,
hard.
you are not going to hear that
was gonna
compressor
say-
doing the bullshit.
And it-
The well-trained ears and the gear to hear it, right?
Right.
It goes back to
Mhm.
the headphones we were talking about.
Yep.
It also, I feel like using saturators more than compressors helps the durability of all those audio signals as they start building up. Like everything's got a little more
Right.
juice, so everything can handle the limiter at the end of the day a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which will just lead to a better, more solid product.
Yeah. Oftentimes, if you were to analyze your audio and you have a compressor on there, you're probably making it more dynamic than you would think. You're trying to get rid of the dynamics, but you're actually making peaks all over the place.
Right.
And that's not what you want. You
Right.
want to get rid of those. I mean, maybe you want them, but
Oscilloscope gang, 100%.
big sheesh.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you're watching your signal. That helps you kind of understand what's happening,
Big
especially
time.
when it comes to compressors. Because I didn't you could toy around with the attack and release forever.
All of a sudden, it sounds more punchy.
Right, or
Yeah.
nothing's happening just because you're not giving it a hot enough signal.
Right.
So you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing's happening.
I don't really hear it.
But if you're watching a scope the whole time, then you'll
See
be able
exactly
to
what's
see
going on.
all of a sudden the transients are crazy or the whole thing is squished. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you can kind of start
Yeah.
figuring out like how fast everything is happening,
Yeah.
which really helps you kind of get your brain around what the compressor does, which
Yeah.
is huge.
That's why I like to
Gotta-
put a baseline of like, for me, I just have it be 0.
Mm-hmm.
I want my sound to be at 0 all the time. So I just, whatever plugin I put on there, I make sure it gets back to 0 afterwards.
Mhm.
And then you know if it went over or if it went under.
It's about balancing it, right?
Yep. Yep. Consistency.
Yep.
People out here doing a no scope. It's true. Full Metal.
No look, no scope.
No scope, baby.
We might
Big
have
up, Full Metal.
we might have to make a new emote that's Scope Gang.
No scope.
And it's like
Right.
a sniper scope, but inside the scope is like a snare or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
That's pretty good.
It's kind of
That's
cool.
pretty good. Could be a t-shirt.
Thanks, Full
I like
Metal.
that. Giving
well,
us ideas.
Big time homie.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We are at the end of episode 39.
Yee.
Thank
Ladies
you,
and gentlemen.
Tempo Shaman, for coming on.
Thank you,
Big
Tempo.
up, big
you are
up,
the
big
man.
up.
We
Everyone,
love you.
go
Thank you
check out
guys in the
Tempo
chat.
Shaman.
Big up,
Yeah.
Full Metal.
He
Your
just
game.
put out
Bye,
some
see
new
you soon.
music, so
Well
Yeah.
played to
It's
you,
gonna be
my
solid.
man.
Yeah, where can they find you, sir?
You can find me on Instagram, Tempo Shaman 9, Tempo Shaman on Facebook. Yeah,
let's go.
I love it.
Full Metal, thanks for being here. Div, thanks for being here.
Yes.
We love you guys. Everybody else in chat who was just lurking. We
Yeah, the
see you.
lurkers, we
I have
love
a-
you.
I have a number. I have a
Oh, yeah.
number.
GG,
on my
well
screen.
played, boys.
We love you
Big
guys,
up, big up.
and we'll see you next week, guys. Take care and keep grinding.